What's good, beautiful people? Back again with another video. Starting a new series. It's called Hands Down. So where we talk all things pop culture, ranging from anime, music, movies, all kinds of things. And from time to time, there will be special guests on the show where they will give their take on the different topics of discussion. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about anime. So top 5 best anime arcs. You want to just start from the 5th?
I'm gonna start. No,
and go
I'm
up?
not even gonna start from there. Cause before we even get into the top 5, I just got 2 honorable mentions to get out the way because I know they're not gonna be my top 5, but these are pretty goated anime arcs. Mm-hmm. And those 2 arcs are Waco Mundo from Bleach and Dressrosa. Mm-hmm. The reason why I can't put Waco Mundo in my top 5 is just because the way that the fight between Ichigo and Ukiura, how the fuck you pronounce his name?
Yeah.
The way that it went, I just didn't fuck with it. It didn't feel like Ukiura was putting up that much competition, and there was way too much build up to the fight to not put in work like that. But the fight between Ichigo and Grimmjow, that shit was one of the best fights in the whole show. So
that was fire.
So that's why I gotta put it in the honorable mention, but it can't be in the top 5. And then Dressrosa art, the reason why I can't put that in top 5 is the reason why a lot of the One Piece arcs won't be in the top 5 is just because there's too much fucking filler and little bullshit in between that didn't have to be there. Because the fights between Doflamingo and Luffy, that shit was fire. But I don't give a fuck about them little minion niggas running around, bro. I don't give a damn about none of them niggas. Yeah. And they showed too much of them. This arc where Dressrosa is the arc where Usopp gets hockey, and that shit was so fun.
Yeah.
The observation hockey.
Yeah.
Even that fight between Zoro and Pika though, that still is a slept on fight too. That fight was hard too.
Oh yeah. I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, bro. You can't sleep on Zoro.
I almost forgot about that, man.
I forgot who Usopp was even fighting when he got his.
Didn't Sanji have a fight?
Yeah.
A noteworthy fight.
Sanji fought that one girl that he was supposed to be dating. No, he couldn't have fought her because he doesn't fight females. But
shoot,
I remember at one point. Oh, he fought the dude who wears a fucking diaper, bro. And has a pacifier.
Oh, that was swim through the ground.
Yeah, him. He fought that dude, right? That nigga was basically a pimp. So he fought the baby pimp. But yeah, that's who he fought. That fight was alright. It was decent.
Yeah. His power was cool though.
Yeah, swimming through solid objects. He can swim through anything.
Literally, yeah.
Except water. Except water because he has a devil fruit.
Yeah. How ironic. Yeah. That was your noteworthy picks.
Yeah, those were honorable mentions, but they weren't top 5.
The Rancor.
I got
the Rancor art
too.
Yeah, what's yours?
Namek Saga.
Namek?
Yeah, thinking back on it, it's there's so many iconic moments. It's so good, but it's too fucking long,
it is
bro.
too long.
Shit got drawn out.
Nobody's trying to rewatch that ever.
No,
I will probably never do it again.
Real talk.
I'll rewatch certain fights, but to sit down and actually watch
Frieza go through fucking 5 form changes and shit
over the course of 100 episodes.
Right?
Yeah, real talk, bro. Before that, you gotta wait for
Vegeta to fight Dodoria and Zarbon and Kui and shit, bro.
I don't really care for those.
Exactly. That's
the whole. That's the
point.
That's the first half of the whole.
Well, maybe the Zarbon fight.
Yeah,
when he was getting fucked up by Zarbon. Yeah.
I did fuck with when Piccolo had fused with
Nail.
With Nail. I did fuck with that.
Bro. Yeah. Piccolo was goated. When I was a little kid, I was just oh shit.
Piccolo was my nigga, bro. Piccolo was my nigga when I was a kid.
It's funny you brought up the Namek Saga because literally all I ever search for is when Goku transforms for the first time. When Krillin dies or whatever. That's such an iconic scene. It's just crazy.
Landed on Namek. That was hard. Because he just pieced up the whole game for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro. He said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna just give y'all all of that business. Fuck everything y'all had seen before."
He fought Raccoon first.
Yeah,
when he came back, right?
Raccoon was
face down, ass up,
with the orange hair.
Big buff nigga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He left that nigga face down, ass up, bro.
Yeah, just one elbow and
He
that's
got
it.
bitched out.
Yeah.
And then he got Birder. Birder was like, I'm the fastest in the universe.
Oh, yeah.
Man, shut your bitch ass
Yeah,
up.
looking back at it, it's just so silly. Just looking at it, like
I mean, that's the whole point of the Ginyu Force, though.
Yeah.
Like, they were
They're
really
silly.
just more comedy than real ass niggas.
Yeah, before you get to Frieza.
Yeah.
Like, no fun or anything.
Yeah, just racist.
Yep.
Just straight
monkey.
racist.
yeah, he's a straight racist. Yeah, I mean, I love that saga though.
Yeah, it's a great saga. It's just too fucking long.
Yeah.
Shoot, my noteworthy picks: the Rancor art. That was one. Enies Lobby from One Piece.
Okay, yeah.
What else?
When Luffy fought what's that dude's name who transformed into the cheetah?
CP9. Dang, what's his name? Lucci. Rob Lucci.
Yeah,
Lucci.
Yeah, that shit.
When
was
you get to
fire.
that part, you know. But
And what was the dude who turned into a giraffe?
I can't even remember that guy.
Yeah, him, whoever he is, fuck that nigga, bro. He's a bitch ass nigga, bro.
That he disappointed.
He looks so cool. Like he seemed like such a cool person. And then you realize he's CP9 and he turns into like he just switches up on everybody fast as
To
hell.
a giraffe.
Yes.
He disappointed the hell out of me.
Yes, bro. Like your main attack is whipping your fucking neck around.
Man,
No, sir.
what else? Full Metal Alchemist. That was my noteworthy pick.
Just the whole
The
show.
whole show.
Oh.
What you got?
I don't know what to call it really, but the invasion arc in One Punch Man.
Yeah.
The last part of season 1.
Yes. Yeah. I could go for that.
Anime right there.
Yeah.
Like the
That
story
shit
was
sent
like
chills through my body.
like,
No cap. The
Boros, and like the animation and the art was insane.
Yes.
They went crazy.
That's the guy with
shit.
the one eye, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And the
Yeah.
armor.
And he was talking about I'm the strongest in the whole universe. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a reference to well, probably Frieza.
Frieza.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. He was going all out too.
Mhm. I mean, he was the only person to tank a full punch from Saitama.
Yeah, everybody else up until that
He
point.
did
was-
take one punch from him.
Yeah,
Oh.
and it turned that nigga into like 3 Punch Man.
Wow.
No cap.
All right, so let me get into the top 5. Let's do that.
Let's do this.
So I'm gonna start from number 5
For sure.
for my list.
For sure.
Hunter x Hunter, Chimera Ant Art. That's my number
Start off with
5.
the heater.
Yeah, that's my number 5.
It would be my number 5 if I fucking finished it.
That's my number 5.
Yours too?
That's my number 5.
What's your number
yeah.
5? Or number 4?
Yeah, I guess my number 4 was probably. It's probably the Cell Saga. It's probably the Cell
Dang.
Saga. Yeah.
Some heaters. These are some heaters.
It was hard to even choose between what was on my list already. Like, it was hard to choose because you'll see why later.
Mm-hmm.
But that Cell Saga was fire, bro. Like,
It's iconic.
It's
yes.
so many great parts in that.
That's my number 1 actually.
Yeah, like
Your number 1.
Like Android.
I can.
Oh yeah, the Android slash
And Cell
yeah.
Saga,
When
yeah,
I said
combined.
Cell, I was thinking.
Yeah, I was thinking with the
Everything,
androids. Yeah,
everything,
everything
yeah.
that led up to you seeing Cell versus Gohan.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
That's my number 1 though.
To me, the Cell Saga did everything that the Namek Saga did,
But
better.
concise.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the Frieza transformations, they did that with Cell, but it's just like nobody complains about Cell's transformations.
Hell no.
Yeah, it just happened.
I mean,
You know?
his second transformation or whatever when
It's
he
ugly
got
as fuck.
big ass lips, bro. That shit ugly as hell. He looked like a fucking mutated frog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a largemouth bass.
Oh god. But like, I'm not gonna complain about it because his power was still fine.
Yeah, and then everybody went Super Saiyan. That shit was so lit seeing Trunks and Goku and Gohan and Vegeta all Super Saiyan at the same time.
Yes.
And they had different Super Saiyan forms. Like they finally upgraded Super Saiyan with the buff mode and Super Saiyan 2, obviously.
Especially when Vegeta went Super Saiyan for the first time.
Yes.
That was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that happened before I saw it.
Yeah.
That was like, it was a surprise to me. It was really, really cool.
Yeah, what I like the most about that, well, not the most, but two-partedly. When Goku had like that heart condition,
Oh,
because it's like they had to nerf him because he was just like up here.
Yeah,
in
he
terms
was
of power.
way above
Yeah.
everybody. So like, it would have been boring to watch him fight people because had he came with all the androids and everything, like.
and just fucked them up.
It would've
It's
fucked
just
him
like,
up.
well, it's just
Yeah, it would've
another.
been boring,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
to see Vegeta do it instead, bro.
That was
When that
so
nigga trying to suck
satisfying.
his power,
He
bro.
was like, "You can have it, bro."
Bro, what? He
Suck
took
me
his
down.
wrist off.
He
bro.
put his
like
feet
he
on
kept
his
his
face.
wrist. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
put his feet on his
Yeah,
face,
yeah.
pushed the nigga away, and kept his wrist on him. That shit was too
I
hard.
love
bro.
that moment. I
Yes,
love that
bro.
moment. That was
Like,
his
that
moment
shit
to
was
shine.
real deal Black Air Force energy.
Oh
bro.
god, he
Yeah.
brought a new definition of stepping on niggas.
Oh God,
Yeah.
bro.
Then
You ain't
had-
gotta be below me for me to step on you,
Oh,
bro.
god, yeah, nah. You can be right here, suck me while I'm stepping on you.
Pause. Big pause.
Yeah, it was pause on that. But then they when the Android 17, 18, 16 stepped in,
Yeah.
they got a wake up call.
Yeah,
Yeah,
was
because
like-
they were actually realized niggas. They weren't like Dr. Giro's android shit and who was
19 and 20.
19 and 20.
That was like from the early days.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I was gonna say about like the comparison to the Namek saga, because like Namek, they were trying to make it so that there was all this backstory going into it, so that the Frieza fight had more weight to it. But since it was all learned in the Frieza fight, it didn't really hold that much weight. But because you already know about the Red Ribbon Army and Dr. Gero, then it's like, whoa, Dr. Gero is back, and he's not even the main villain. He just made the main villains. That was really cool.
and they showed some of the other
he
models.
kind of. Well, he wasn't the main villain, but he was a villain.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
he still
But
had his android.
He got handled quick.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Not even by Goku.
Not even by the
Not
main
even by
character.
Goku.
Not
Not even by the nigga who he wanted beef with the most. Because the whole reason why he did all the shit he did
it's for
Was to
is
kill
was
Goku.
for Goku because Goku fucked him up when he was like 10.
And he thought that he could come back. when
Like
Goku's
nigga, of
adult.
course he's gonna be stronger.
Like, bro, he wasn't even really a match for Goku's kid by the end of the arc.
Real talk.
Like, I remember the earlier androids, like from the Dragon Ball series, like the very
Android
first
8.
Android 8, the one that looked like Frankenstein.
Yeah.
That
okay,
one.
Okay. Yeah.
They showed other androids from the movies, like Android 13.
Oh yeah, dude,
Yeah, bro, I love Android
He's
13,
my favorite
bro.
Android,
Same,
bro.
same.
Yeah, he's my favorite one, bro.
That was cool though. Yeah.
I didn't really like Android 13's Goonies. Like, I think they were 14 or something.
Yeah, I didn't
Like
care
14
for
or 12.
Yeah.
But when they fused Super Android,
Yeah,
oh,
super.
yeah,
Dude.
that dude he kicked.
Goku in the nuts.
He need him.
That's that's a cheap
Like,
shot.
When
bro.
I saw it, I'm like, damn. What?
Yeah, it's not Dragon
Well, he
Ball.
punched him or kneed
I
him?
think he.
he punched
I'm
him.
not sure, but I know he got.
I'm gonna say he
Goku back.
punched him, honestly.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'll put a clip on that.
Yeah.
I'll look it up
We'll see,
later.
we'll see.
this later.
Yeah, I love that.
The Chimera Ant arc, though.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
not talking about that.
Okay, without spoilers for that.
Yeah, because this is gonna be everything up until whenever fighting
Knuckle and Yubi.
yeah, Knuckle and Yuppie.
Yeah. Okay. So the ending to that arc, no spoilers. It's just like perfect. No cap. They found a way to handle everything without saying too much. But before that, the fights are so good, bro. Every pairing that they have for a fight, it just makes sense because there's always someone that has an advantage and then there's another person who has to like find a way to get over it. And every time it's like it's really engaging. But the one problem that I have, and the reason that I put it at number 5, is that there's so much narration and there's so much information given to you right before it's necessary. And I don't like that. Like, I would like when there's like, when they tell you something before and you got to remember it for later instead of being like in the moment and being like, oh, the way Knuckles shit works is that
Yeah, I didn't care
bankruptcy.
for that.
Yeah, like, no, it's like, bro, who's trying to.
Yeah,
I'm
bro,
like,
get a
understand.
fucking lesson.
They were going in
But
such
it's
great
like
detail.
That, it's like that, like in all of the show,
Yeah.
like the whole show is it's a little bit over narrated. Like I get what they were trying to do, but they could have like
He condensed that.
yeah,
you know?
they could have just did it a little bit less.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just let the audience be confused. because that's okay.
But they weren't gonna do that. Like,
it's not the style of the show.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
like,
supposed
I'm
to
okay with
understand.
the fact that they have like a lot of narration, but they overdid it.
If they kept it short, like how My Hero, like sells somebody's quirk, just like in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Just get to the point.
Yeah.
Then do that. But with Knuckles, they did like a whole 5-10 minutes.
Exactly, bro. And
plus-
then whenever I don't know. But if when there's transformations in the show, you find out how it works as it's happening, and I don't like that.
Yeah. Well, how far are you on the Chimera? Like up
yeah.
to that
But
fight?
Knuckles-
Yuppie transformed, right?
I don't remember. It's been way too long since I watched it.
Yes.
Okay.
Like they explain Yuppie's transformation after he did it, really, because like he transforms, like he yells and shit, and then they're like, "This is Yuppie's transformation, where he doesn't have to think," or blah 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 blah. And
Yeah, they were going
go for it.
overboard.
yeah,
Yeah.
but the fights were great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
they just
were.
take away from a lot of the suspense that they could have had
Yeah.
with the narration.
And I think it had one of the best villains of any arc, really, that I've seen in a
You talking
while.
about the king?
Yeah, the
Miriam.
king. Yeah, because
Yeah.
like it was so interesting to see that he wasn't just stronger than everybody. Like he wanted to be the best at everything.
Oh God.
He was the chess world champion.
Very intelligent,
And the
yeah.
checkers world champion. The only thing that he wasn't world champion at, he trained for every single day.
With that
Snotty
girl, what
nose girl.
was
The
her
world
name?
champion.
I forgot her name.
I forgot as well.
She always had a snotty nose.
Yeah.
Well,
She was
how do I
blind.
remember that?
Yeah, because bro, they made that shit a
Yeah,
defining
they-
feature.
Yeah, she's like supreme ruler or something.
It's
Supreme
just like
leader.
that one dude from the Dressrosa arc, who also always had
Snotty nose.
a snotty nose.
And Konohamaru's friend. That
Yep.
one
Yeah,
that we were
yeah,
in.
I remember that dude.
Snot nose, that's kid too.
This wasn't the kid I was talking about
Oh,
though.
the Rosa arc.
No, that's a
It's not
grown
nose
ass
adult.
man.
Yeah, it's a grown man.
Wait,
He's
is
a
that
grown
nigga with
ass
the diaper.
man.
His
No, it's not that dude.
Dang.
It's
his
a
devil
different
fruit
guy.
power is snot.
Yeah,
Man.
yes, bro. It's a mute, bro. He's one of my least favorite people in all the anime. It's so fucking nasty, bro. He be snatching and grabbing niggas with his snot. Bro. I have to beat his ass. At
Nigga touching you with snot wrestling.
It's called the.
Wait, I'll turn Super Saiyan on some shit like that, bro.
He called it the sticky fruit. That's what.
Something like
he
that.
be throwing
Yeah.
it.
Nah, He said, that's not.
I'm not fighting no nigga with it.
He nasty as hell.
Sticky.
That's how he sounds. Literally,
Bro, he sounds like a fucking weirdo. He's a fucking creep, bro.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't sound like that. He has like a deep ass voice. He sounds like, duh.
It's like Hisoka. Because his is gum fruit, right? I mean, not fruit, but the bungee gum. That's what his is called. Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, gum.
That's
Yeah,
Luffy.
Luffy.
That's Luffy.
But like, yeah, but the
Bungee
bungee
gum.
gum, it's like some sticky shit that
Man, I
you
know
don't
what
want to get touched by.
I know what references they throwing right there.
Doing that shit to little kids.
Bungee gun.
Yeah,
He
bro.
loved throwing that at Gon.
Yeah, he was like, go, catch my sticky.
Nah, bro, that's some pedophilia.
No.
Man, like little 10-year-olds.
Hisoka,
We knew this
man.
about Hisoka.
Yeah, we knew.
Hisoka.
We knew, like, just look at him.
Yeah, just
look at him.
Any nigga that's willing to be a clown, put him on the list.
Yeah, bro.
Straight
Real
up,
talk,
bro.
because they're trying to get next to kids for a reason, bro.
Yeah, they're like, oh.
They have ulterior motives.
Well, my
4
number-
for y'all, 3 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 for me is Attack on Titan, War for Parody. That's
Wait, you
they
talking
call
about
it.
the current one?
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
So when all of Marley pulls up on Aaron and everybody.
My number 3 is gonna be the Natsugomo, however you pronounce that shit, mountain in Demon Slayer. The one where they were fighting like the spider demons.
Yeah.
That shit was so animated, so
That
beautifully.
was hard.
It's so beautiful.
Especially
bro.
the Nezuko and Tanjiro sequence.
Yes, with
bro.
versus Rui.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I've watched that like 10 or 15 times.
They
That-
played- yeah.
Nah, I seen that arc But I mean, I seen the animation for that fight before I watched the show, and that's why I watched the show. Because I was like, I need to know what led up to this right here, bro.
Yeah, that was me with Gar versus Rock Lee. But yeah, I had seen like episode 19 trending on Twitter. I was like, what the hell? Why is everybody just saying episode 19? But it was because of Demon Slayer, and I was like, all right, I gotta catch up. And I watched like the first 10 episodes. It was, you know how the first 10 episodes of that show is.
Yeah.
But once they got into like the real deal fights, that's when it became real, because the animation's like the strong suit of Demon Slayer.
Yes, that's their thing. Like,
Yeah.
the story is good.
It's straightforward.
Yeah, it's straight. It's a good story. I'm not gonna get.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Like,
it's a good story.
Yeah.
When they introduced the lower moons, like starting talking about the lowers and the uppers, that's when I started getting more invested into it.
Because you were like, who are these people? You know.
And then you see the lower moon 5, Louis, and then he's strong as shit compared to all these other demons.
Yes, and he's not even in the upper, which is what's crazy.
Exactly.
That's what grabs you in.
It's just like, if the lower ones are this strong, then I gotta see how.
Yeah.
That happened right after that. When Giyu came in, it was just
I did fuck with that.
because he went to 11th form, bro.
You didn't even know it was that many forms.
Yeah, once he said it, I was like, what the fuck is
It was like 11. Nigga, I thought it was like 5.
Yeah. I was like, yo, this nigga went to 11, bro. What is this?
Okay.
And then it was like, it all went white, and it was just like dead
it was just like an
silent.
ocean or something. Yeah.
That shit reminded me of some shit like what Aizen would do or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
That's from Bleach. That's like the main villain in the main villain in Bleach.
I think I'll put the Marley arc right there.
So y'all two had this.
Mine is before, like, when Aaron was in Marley.
Oh, when he was fucking everybody up. Fighting the Wards, Hammer Titan.
Okay.
Yeah, the eye patch and everything.
Yeah.
That was like, because
That shit was hard.
to me, I was caught off guard by that being Aaron. I didn't watch any videos about it or like see any discussion. So to me, I was just like, okay, there's this dude named Kruger who's sending out letters and stuff. But when he started talking to Reiner, and then Reiner started realizing who he was, I was realizing who he was. And I was like, oh shit. Like, I kind of forgot that we were even watching Attack on Titan. I was just like watching Marley. And then he turned into his Titan. And then he didn't let the Warhammer Titan transform.
he wasted no time.
Yeah, he broke the anime rules, bro. You're supposed to let them transform.
Fuck that shit. I fuck with that heavily. Because, bro, why would I sit there and let you get more strong than me when I can just stop it?
Exactly.
Straight up.
That
It's like
Aaron.
it's like anti-Goku type shit. Because, Goku's gonna be like, nah, I want to see you transform, bro.
Yeah,
What you got
you
for
sense
me?
of me.
Vegeta
you
waiting for
hurt?
Cell
Nah.
to absorb 18 or something type stuff.
Yep.
It's-
Like, nah, bro. He said, fuck all that.
wasted
I'm getting
no time.
straight to it, bro. Fuck the bullshit.
And it just showed how ruthless, like how such a drastic change in his character. The fact that you transform in the
Under a
building
city.
with people and
Yeah.
kids and everything.
It's just
Yeah,
like, man,
Because he
fuck
used
all
to
of
care.
that.
He
Yeah.
used to care about like not, hurting civilians and everything like
I mean,
that.
he didn't even really kill anybody besides actual Titans before.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
He killed everyone there. Like,
Yeah.
elbow dropped into the stand. Yeah. He was just like, make it. I had to give him them hands, bro. And then when he was, he almost died to the Warhammer. She was like, "You have any last words?" And he was like, "Now or never, Mikasa." And mind you, there's no phones at this time. There's no, like, he just told them to be there at a certain time, and he's going to do a thing. And they all like just came together.
They
and
pulled
did it.
up.
Yeah,
They
like
pulled up.
he had people that have his back, bro.
And he had no clue whether or not like they were actually there, but he
Yep.
just knew.
Yeah. He just like, all right,
There was
Mikasa
no-
got my back.
Yeah.
And she's about to save me right now. Like, you think you're gonna kill me, but I have an Ackerman. I have 2 Ackermans.
She always have epic interests.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy.
That's the Ackerman thing though.
Yeah, they gotta be flashy.
Because they're like the warrior class for Attack on Titan.
Yeah, they're like the Uchihas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Armin, we got to see his Colossal Titan too.
Yeah.
I was waiting on that shit, bro.
Yeah, he felt so guilty though. At the same time,
Fuck that, bro. This is why, low key, bro. I wanted Erwin to get revived, bro, because that was my favorite character before he died. And I just know if Erwin was the Colossal instead of Armin, all of Marley would have been bombed before the Rumble.
Man, what?
Straight
Bro,
up.
the rumbling would have just already happened.
It would have been a one colossal rumbling.
Yeah, for
He would've
real.
just
They
went
wouldn't
in
have
there
done shit
and
about
just
it.
kept exploding over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And then he would have joined the rumbling, been in the back or in the front or some shit.
you know,
He
it,
probably could be front, head, and center.
Yep. Leading the charge. We're like,
Yep.
yo, Aaron, you take this side, I'll take this one, bro.
that's crazy. There is so many videos out there showing like what if. Let's see.
Number 3.
Number 3 on my list. I'm gonna combine the two because that's when I watched it for the first time. I just saw it as one whole piece. Impel Down and Marineford.
He
I
put
combined them
number
both.
3.
Yeah.
First of all, I mean, I get why you can combine the two because the way that Impel Down led to Marineford and everything, because Luffy was, in jail, heard his brother was about to get executed, and was like, nah, I'm about to beat everybody in this big ass prison that has never been broken out of ass just so I can go save my brother, bruh. That nigga was relentless in there, bruh. He went up against a poison Logia type devil fruit before he even had Haki to protect himself against the Logia type devil fruits. And won. Well, kind of, sort of won. I don't really know how to call that. Yeah. He didn't really win, but he achieved what he was trying to achieve. So I see why you combine them though. Combine that with Marineford, but to put Marineford at number 3 is
number 3.
so fucking wrong to me. Because first of all, everybody pulled up to Marineford.
Everybody did. Yeah.
You had Whitebeard, Blackbeard, Shanks, Luffy,
Yeah.
all of the admirals, bro. What's his name, like Borsalino or some shit like that? The dude with the light power.
Yeah. He was
Yeah,
one of the
like Borsalino or something like that is his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the admirals.
Yeah.
He was fire as hell. I kind of fuck you, a big fuck
we
you.
won't say what happens with him.
But
Yeah.
I kind of he was fire as hell.
Yeah.
And Aokiji, 2 devil fruit powers.
Yeah.
And Luffy getting Conqueror's Haki
Yeah.
in the same arc, bruh.
Hey, we won't say how that happened. You're gonna say that for a later discussion.
You
We're
can't
gonna
tell
save
me
that.
that's like not top 1.
Yeah, we're gonna save that for a later discussion. What?
4.
Number 4.
Pain,
Number 4?
Pain is number 4.
Yeah. Because Pain fight.
I think I have my top 5 now. I had to put the Pain arc in there, but it has to be number 5. Just because of what you're about to say.
I mean, the animation's bad.
Yep,
And
that's why.
It's just a fact.
It's so goofy looking, bruh. These people are like just wiggling across the screen, bruh.
Yeah. It's
They
pretty.
have no limbs. They don't have bones.
Yeah. But I mean, Jiraiya dying caught me coming.
That shit hurt.
That
shit
me.
hurt.
That
Like
hurt
hell,
me.
bro.
Bad.
Especially when
bro.
Naruto found out.
Yeah,
it was-
Bro.
I did not want Naruto to find out.
At all.
When they were about to tell him, bro, I kind of didn't want to see it. Like, I was kind of like,
Yeah, bro. It hurt to watch him do it.
He looked the other
I
way.
did not want to see that shit.
His previous sensei,
Iruka.
Iruka. Yeah, and they wanted to get some ramen or something,
Yeah.
just to make up.
Iruka Sensei. Shout out to Iruka
Yeah,
Sensei.
yeah.
He's really one of the first real ones, bro.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Him and Shikamaru and Kakashi are the only real niggas in the Leaf Village. Everybody else, fuck you.
Yeah.
Straight up. And at the end of the Pain arc, when y'all are throwing him in the air and shit, fuck everybody that was
'Cause
doing
they
that,
look-
bruh.
And then at the end of the Great Ninja War, where
when they all like
where they're all
recognized
like,
him.
oh my gosh, Naruto,
It's
and
Naruto,
then
the hero
Ino's
of
gonna
the
be like, oh my god, I
I
could
could
fall for
him.
Naruto.
Yeah, like shut
when
your
she
bitch
said that
ass
shit,
up,
bro,
groupie ass
the only
bitch.
thing I could think of was when they used to be like, ew, Naruto, and in the original Naruto series, like,
Yeah.
bro, if you don't get your lame ass the fuck on, bro.
Now they want to do a 180.
Yes, they
God.
like,
Everybody
once they see him-
overlooked him.
Yeah,
Yes,
everybody,
bruh.
bruh.
Everybody.
But that nigga told y'all what he was gonna be.
He said
he said, I'm gonna be
Hokage.
Hokage.
Yeah.
Yeah, he became Hokage, bro.
He became above Hokage.
Oh God, bro,
real,
that nigga
like,
just became top 1.
Yeah, he was just like, man, fuck being Hokage. I'ma just be the strongest nigga. Period.
God.
Whoever did anything.
Y'all want to stuff this
Hashirama,
bullshit
that's
inside
cool.
of me without my permission, then be mad at me because I got it in me.
He was.
I'm gonna use it to be better than all of y'all.
Bro, he
Stop
was
playing
like,
with him.
He was like 2 hours old when it got put in him, and they're all mad that he got it in him. Like, bro, what is he supposed
he has
to
nothing
do?
to do with the shit being in him, bro. He saved y'all asses.
Yeah, because if it was me, bro, I'd cut my stomach open and be like, all right, fuck it. Y'all don't want me here. Y'all obviously want the Fox here. Fuck
Oh
it.
God,
What
bro.
about
Let me
his,
just, undo what Orochimaru did. Just-
exactly. You know what?
Okay.
That was,
Fuck it.
Just release
Have
it.
fun. Have fun, bro. Do you, bro?
yeah, I mean, he did that in the middle of the fight. Once he knocked the guy smashed.
He almost released it completely.
Oh yeah, and then
Almost.
bro, this is the reason that I have it in the top 5. No cap, Minato shows up. Straight up, that was just like
Yeah,
Minato, my favorite
Yeah, he
character.
put a
Yeah,
pause
so-
on that. He was like,
yeah.
pause. Like, just wait up. Hold
Yeah.
up, man.
Because before Minato showed up, I was just like, I was kind of debating who's my favorite characters between everybody in the show, but then he showed up. And
Yeah,
it's
he's
like,
top 1 in the show.
yeah, he's just like
He's that guy.
He is like what Minato has over other characters in Naruto is that he has no lineage or anything that made him who he was. He's just built different.
Yeah,
Yes, straight
exactly.
up, bro.
Like no one else in the entire show except for the second Hokage can use Flying Raijin, and he's the best at it. He was like, oh, you got this thing that you made up? Well, I'm better than you.
They're the only two that can teleport. Well, actually, no.
Oh, Shisui.
Sasuke.
And
Sasuke and Shusui, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 4 people total.
Yeah, but I'd say he's the second best at it after Sasuke.
Yeah.
Because come on, he can teleport between dimensions. But
Yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah. He just
bro.
got so much finesse.
yes, bro.
Yeah.
In the war arc, this isn't the pain arc, but in the war when he first comes to the battlefield, he comes to the fight, throws a kunai, and then teleports the Biju bomb away, and then lands before the bomb
The
explodes,
explosion,
bro.
yeah.
It's just like
That was so fun.
And then he was like, brace for explosion. And then they're like, what? And they all like some niggas almost died from that shit from it exploding
Yeah.
near the ocean.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
He's so flashy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No cap, bro. And he's the only nigga who probably in the show who could have defeated Obito.
Yeah.
And it was light work. Like, how do you beat a nigga who can't get touched?
Yeah.
Minato.
That was like one of the
You just gotta
biggest-
be built that way.
Yeah.
Like in the third Ninja War, they had a run on sight warning for Minato. It didn't matter if you were
Yep.
one person or an entire army, you run when you see that nigga because he
How
will,
are you that
will be the
infamous,
last.
bro?
Yes.
How are you so infamous that whole
Armies.
armies was not touching you, bro?
Yeah, it's like, oh, we see that nigga. That's the end of this battle. Let's go on to the next one, bro.
Yeah, for real, bro.
'Cause if
That's
we-
like that's some Braun type shit.
Straight up. Straight up.
Straight up, that's
LeBron
some Braun
told me-
type. Yes, bro.
Because LeBron could be on the Cavs, and when he was beating Toronto, it was like it didn't matter that he was on the worst team in the league. He was still gonna fuck up Toronto because like that's just what he does. But
Yeah, that was fire though.
yeah, and I didn't really care for the end how he talked no jutsu Nagato in the paint art, but I see why they did it. Cause
Talking no jutsu.
yeah, because when we see how strong Nagato really is just by himself when he has chakra, he wasn't gonna stand a chance. Naruto was not gonna see that nigga, so he had to like talk to him and make him a good person because if he came straight just to hands, the whole Leaf Village already lost to pain. So when it comes to Nagato, it's not even close.
Yeah, he had all 6 powers.
Mm-hmm.
They even showed him using all 6
Yeah.
when he was resurrected.
Yeah, like he had
damn.
even the one where he could turn into weapons and shit.
Yeah.
He had that. He had the summonings. He could steal your soul. He could revive
Yeah,
himself.
Naruto would have been clapped. Like,
Yeah,
That would have been rough.
yeah. But I mean, that's just the Rinnegan though. The Rinnegan's just broken.
Because it's so, like, the powers of the Rinnegan is so extensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially when Madara was using it.
Yeah.
He only had one Rinnegan
Yeah.
when he used it. And he used something called Limbo.
Oh yeah.
And he just smacked all the tail beasts.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
how the fuck you did?
Yeah.
It's not like Almighty Push or nothing. Like,
Exactly,
it's
nah.
like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And, yeah,
And
it's
Obito, his 6 paths were all Jinchuriki, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And he put, I don't know if because he had one Sharingan and a Rinnegan that they all had a Sharingan.
how did
or-
that work? I don't even understand.
Like, I looked it up recently, but like there's 2 different camps on how that works. Like it's either because he has one Rinnegan, they all have one, or he just had a supply of Sharingan that he gave each one of the paths.
I understand the Sharingan part because I'm sure he had a whole stockpile in the fridge
Yeah,
somewhere.
exactly. Yeah, like in a jar or some shit.
Yeah, like Sharingan is easy to come by for him.
Yeah.
But Rinnegan, I'm like, how do all of them have that?
Oh no. He
Yeah.
it's only one.
Yeah.
He has one, and then all of the paths of pain. He's just like looking through them.
Oh,
Like-
so
Like what Nagato did.
so they were just copies.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So if you like took out their eye, you would get like a normal eye.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. But they all had the power of a Rinnegan without even having it.
Yeah.
And they're tailed
It's
beasts.
crazy as fuck.
They're tailed beasts, and they're not like regular. They're pretty much perfect Jinchuriki links because they could transform whenever they wanted to. And Naruto couldn't even do that at that point.
No.
Yeah.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Return to Shigan.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
I thought that was your number 2, so since it's not your number 2, I know where it's at. But Return to Shigan Shino, bruh.
Like with
peak
the
anime, nigga.
Mind
Peak
fucking
anime.
so with the
blowing,
Levi Beast Titan fight.
Yes,
Yes,
nigga.
Round 2 with Aaron and Reiner.
Reiner,
Yup.
yeah.
And the
And,
Colossal Titan.
Colossal. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
All that. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I can see why you put that number 2.
That is,
Yeah.
bruh.
But I prefer the Levi and Beast Titan over all of that, even though it was so short.
You know, the only reason why I don't prefer it over all of that is just because, bro, Levi stay doing his ass.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not much of a fight.
It's real regular for him to beat his ass.
Yeah, for real, bro, throughout the whole show.
Yeah.
But like, nah, that just has to be my number 2 because, like, bro, that everything that happened in that arc was so unexpected, bro.
Every
That
single
shit came so from left field, bro.
Yeah. Like Reiner being in the walls was already like.
Oh
crazy.
yeah, I did not expect that.
Yes,
I'm
bro.
like, where this guy go?
Exactly.
He pulled up, and then
Yeah.
Nika said just stab him in the neck. Yeah, that was crazy.
He's like, nope, none of that.
She wasted no time.
None of that.
One
I
time.
don't know the hell you thought this was. It's sneak attack bullshit, and we ain't doing that.
Like she honestly tried to kill him right there.
Mhm. Yeah. She
But
wanted
I mean that didn't work. But
I wish you did, bro, bitch ass.
Okay, so that's my number 1, but the reason it is my number 1 is because of Erwin's speech, bro.
His speech, bro, that shit, I'm not even gonna hold you. I would have
would've-
got on
yeah,
the
I would've
goddamn
joined,
horse,
yeah.
I would've
and I
too.
would have ran out there and died, bro, straight up.
I would have too.
Imagine a nigga talking to you and saying, "You are about to die right now, and we're about to go commit suicide real quick, just so we can complete this
This
mission."
big old 8-going baseball throw.
Yup.
Yes, bro, he throwing fucking rocks at you, like hundreds.
We
of
gonna go
miles
out there and do our best.
The thing that really got me when it came to that speech was that I think Flock was the one who asked, or like they were talking, and he was like, "Yeah, there's no way I can force you guys to do this. Like, you don't have to. This is your choice. You either die right here or die on the battlefield for real, like helping out the mission. Either way, I can't judge, I can't stop you, but that's what I'm finna do, so let's go do it." And everybody started just running out there, suicidal, just like they knew what's gonna happen.
Yep.
They knew they're gonna die, but they still went for that shit.
Yep.
And the plan was executed perfectly.
Yo,
It was all distraction action for Levi to get his ones. And then when it was like,
And he said what he was gonna do.
Yeah.
And he did it.
he did it.
He said, I'm gonna cut him up.
And he sliced up his ankles and then like sliced his whole head, got his eyes and shit, bro.
hell yeah.
Ripped that nigga out the back, like, bro.
Yeah.
And then I think it was the same episode or a little bit the next episode. Aaron and Armin versus Berthold. Bro. Armin is a real ass nigga.
Yeah.
Cause me, I would have let go a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Aaron's a Titan, bruh. Like he can handle that no matter what. But at the time, Armin had no like type of regeneration powers. So in his mind, when he lets go, that's just who he's gonna be forever.
Yeah, he's dying.
Yeah, they could have
Yeah.
swapped places easily.
Yeah, it would have made more sense
Yeah.
but like then he would have Berthold would have been more on alert for where Armin is. But because Armin is just a regular dude, he was so focused on killing him that he forgot about Aaron.
Yeah,
But
I guess it makes sense in that.
yeah,
that
like
perspective.
it just had to be how it was.
Yeah.
Armin died. And then, bro, the episode where Flock brings Erwin and Armin is already there, and like they're all just like, oh shit, like they
what
don't
do we
say,
do?
they don't say
Yeah.
anything for the first like 10 seconds or whatever. They're just like, hey, Erwin's hurt pretty bad, and then everyone looks at each other, and then you just get this feeling in your stomach like,
Like you know it has to be done.
yeah,
Right?
that choice has to be
And
made.
we knew what the choice was.
Yup.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it was either Erwin or
And
Armin.
it just had to be Armin.
Yeah,
It wasn't gonna be Erwin.
it wasn't. And his whole life was leading up to him finding out what was in the basement. And right before they found out, he just wasn't the guy to do it. He wasn't the person that was supposed to be alive right then. He already served his whole purpose. It was tough.
But he had accepted it, so that's the only reason why I can be fine with it is the fact that Armin didn't accept death. Yeah, Erwin had accepted death already, but Armin he didn't really accept. Like he knew there was a possibility he would die.
I mean, yeah, you are. We know who your number one is.
Yeah,
we know
I
who my
remember.
number one is.
Yeah.
What's your number one, Ivan?
Cell Saga.
Cellside.
Oh, okay. So we straight. We good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we good. But, yeah, no cap. That Oh, and the number one reason that, not the number one, but just like one of the best parts about the Return to Shiganshina arc is the basement.
Yes, because when you find out,
It's just like it changes the whole perspective of the
Yes,
show,
bro.
It's not even the same show no more.
not even.
Like you go in one episode, you go from okay, Titans are these creatures that live outside the walls and want to eat people, to
We made these motherfuckers.
yeah, and there's a fucking
Other land.
other continent,
Yes,
like, where they
bruh.
got countries that hate us, and those Titans, they're people that are just like you and me, but they're on punishment.
Bruh, they expanded the whole world in that arc.
Yes,
But like, I'm not even gonna hold you. I just knew in my fucking bones
That it was something was up.
them bitches was man-made. The Titans,
Titans?
bruh.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, how
They
are
look
they
like
human-like, bruh?
It looked
Why are they human-like?
Yeah, it always threw me off that they looked exactly like me. Oh no, you know what also sent the things in
I
my
feel like
head?
I know what you're gonna say, but yeah, say it.
Connie's mom.
Connie's mom. Oh no, that's not what I thought you were.
What were you gonna say?
But that is.
Yeah, that Connie's mom was a Titan, and
Yeah.
Aaron. Like as soon as Aaron was a Titan, like we saw that Aaron was a Titan that could be a human. I was just like, I thought that every Titan was a shifter, like even the retarded Titans. I was just like, oh okay, these people like they're probably just like
Dumber
lesser
people.
people. Yeah,
Dumber
they're just
people.
bad at being a Titan or whatever. But nah, so like when we found out that there were people, I was just like, oh okay, they're just permanent Titans. It's
Kind
different.
of, sort of.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what I was gonna say, when did we see when what's his face, Aaron's dad, like there was a time where we saw his memories from like him waking up outside of the walls and running to the walls, and then like establishing himself. It was basically before all the shit that we knew happened chronologically.
Yeah.
When did we see that?
That was
Was that season 2 or something?
It might have been early season 3 or late season 2, but
Okay.
that-
either way,
yeah.
that right there is
was
when
just-
I knew that there was some shit up because
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, bruh. Because why are you outside of the walls and not dead?
Yeah, exactly. Because like outside the walls is just supposed to be like your Titan food.
Exactly. Nobody dares go outside of the walls. So why is there somebody outside of the walls and he's not dead?
So that's pretty much it for today, guys. We're gonna have more discussions like this coming soon for this series, hands down. But don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let us know what your top 5 best anime arcs are. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.